Welcome to Easy Driver, the most reliable source of automotive information on YouTube. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. In this part, we'll uncover more trends and tech advancements that are set to impact drivers everywhere. Let's jump right in. Autonomous vehicles and energy efficiency. Autonomous vehicles, AVs, are not just a futuristic concept, they're being tested on roads today. AVs have the potential to significantly improve energy efficiency and reduce emissions. How? By optimizing routes, reducing idling time, and promoting ride-sharing. AVs can also accelerate the adoption of EVs by reducing range anxiety and making charging more convenient. Here are some ways AVs can improve energy efficiency. Advanced sensors and mapping technology can optimize routes and reduce fuel consumption. AVs can reduce idling time by predicting traffic patterns and adjusting speed accordingly. Ride-sharing and car-sharing services can reduce the number of vehicles on the road, decreasing emissions and energy consumption. Advanced fuel technologies and alternative fuels. While EVs are gaining traction, advanced fuel technologies and alternative fuels are also being developed. Hydrogen fuel cells, biofuels, and advanced diesel engines are just a few examples. These technologies have the potential to reduce emissions and improve energy efficiency, but they also come with their own set of challenges. Here are some emerging fuel technologies to watch. Hydrogen fuel cells offer a promising alternative to EVs, with faster refueling times and longer driving ranges. Biofuels can be produced from renewable sources, reducing dependence on fossil fuels. Advanced diesel engines can improve fuel efficiency and reduce emissions, but they also require significant investment in infrastructure. Regulatory and policy changes. As we approach 2025, regulatory and policy changes will play a crucial role in shaping the future of vehicle energy consumption. Governments worldwide are implementing new standards and regulations to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and promote sustainable transportation. In this section, we'll explore the current and proposed regulatory changes that will impact the automotive industry and consumers. Fuel economy standards and emissions regulations. Fuel economy standards and emissions regulations are critical in reducing the environmental impact of vehicles. The Corporate Average Fuel Economy (CAFE) standards in the U.S., for example, set targets for fuel economy and emissions for new vehicles. These standards have been instrumental in driving innovation in the automotive industry, with many manufacturers investing in electric and hybrid technologies. But what's changing? The U.S. government has proposed new fuel economy standards that aim to achieve an average fuel economy of 40 miles per gallon by 2026. The European Union has set even more ambitious targets, aiming to reduce emissions from new vehicles by 50% by 2030. China, the world's largest automotive market, has also implemented fuel economy standards that are expected to reduce emissions from new vehicles by 30% by 2025. These regulations will have a significant impact on vehicle manufacturers, who will need to adapt their production lines to meet the new standards. But what about consumers? Will these regulations make vehicles more expensive? The answer is complex. While the initial cost of vehicles may increase, the long-term benefits of reduced fuel consumption and lower emissions will save consumers money and reduce the environmental impact of transportation. Here are some key statistics on fuel economy standards and emissions regulations. The U.S. government's proposed fuel economy standards aim to reduce emissions from new vehicles by 20% by 2026. The European Union's emissions regulations will require vehicle manufacturers to reduce emissions from new vehicles by 50% by 2030. China's fuel economy standards are expected to reduce emissions from new vehicles by 30% by 2025. Incentives for electric vehicles and alternative fuels. Incentives for electric vehicles, EVs, and alternative fuels are crucial in promoting sustainable transportation. Governments worldwide are offering tax credits, rebates, and low-emission zones to encourage consumers to switch to EVs. But what about alternative fuels? Are they getting the same attention? The answer is yes. Governments are also investing in alternative fuels, such as hydrogen fuel cells and biofuels. These fuels have the potential to reduce emissions and improve energy efficiency, but they also come with their own set of challenges. Here are some current and proposed incentives for EVs and alternative fuels. The US government offers a tax credit of up to $7,500 for EV buyers. The European Union has implemented a low-emission zone policy, which restricts access to certain areas for vehicles that do not meet emissions standards. China has introduced a rebate program for EV buyers, offering up to $5,000 per vehicle. The US government has invested $1.2 billion in hydrogen fuel cell research and development. The European Union has set a target of 10% of transportation fuels coming from biofuels by 2030. These incentives will play a crucial role in promoting sustainable transportation and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. But what's next? Will governments continue to invest in EVs and alternative fuels? The answer is likely yes, as the world moves towards a more sustainable and environmentally friendly transportation system. Impact on the automotive industry and consumers. The changes in vehicle energy consumption will have far-reaching impacts on both the automotive industry and consumers. As governments set ambitious targets to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, vehicle manufacturers will need to adapt to new standards and regulations. Consumers, on the other hand, will need to make informed decisions about their vehicle purchases, considering factors such as fuel economy, emissions, and energy efficiency. In this section, we'll explore the impact of these changes on the automotive industry and consumers, and what you can expect in the years to come. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe for more automotive information like this. Thank you for watching.